What's up, guys? Happy Halloween, everybody. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. But I did it for everybody here. Tonight I'm not Average Joe. My name is Fred Minnick. This is the greatest Halloween costume ever put together. And anybody who doesn't agree can go to hell. Alright. Whatever. Is Tim in here? Tim, where you at, man? Jaren just died. Sorry to lose Jaren. Trick or treat, Jim. Alright, hey, there's Tim. I look together. This is what it takes. It's all about the ascot. Once you put on an ascot, you're together, man. You have it together. I didn't know ascots are so easy to tie. This is like the easiest thing I've ever learned how to do. You just you don't even really have to learn how to do it. You just kind of tie it and leave it here. I'm gonna start wearing these things all the time. They look super fancy. And I don't know, easy. Old Fashioned Ways says, cheers, cheers, Old Fashioned Ways. Charles says, you'll have to sound way more douchier to pull it off. I was gonna try a Fred Minnick voice, but I don't think I'm very good at that impression. These glasses might kill me. I actually surprisingly don't need glasses. So this is making everything a lot harder. But Tim requested that we reviewed this Jim Beam Double Oat. And he's been asking Bruzel to do it. And Bruzel won't do it. But God damn it, I will. So we're going to try this Jim Beam Double Oat. Double oak, twice barreled, expertly aged, and then matured in a second oak barrel. .86 proof. Alright. Let's try this. This is a cork. Oh, it's a twist off. Just a little, because we got some other whiskey to get to. Ooh. John Shank, cheers from Yorktown, Virginia. Cheers, buddy. John Shank, I appreciate all you've done for the Michter's line. Jim said, was it ever determined if the Jim Beam Black and the 7-Year Black were the same thing? I believe they're the same SKU, but saw YouTubers saying they taste different. Yeah, they are the same SKU. That is for sure. The new one with the 7-year age statement now has a 7-year age statement. So the whiskey in it is presumably a little bit older. I think the proof is the same. Jim Beam Black, I think, is also 90 proof. Porky's got the Jim Beam Black. Okay. Everybody's got the Jim Beam Black. Drink it with us. I have to be honest, it doesn't smell like a regular double oaked. I'm the first whiskey tuber to call you out on the John Shank. Look at this, man. I'm the first one to review the Jim Beam Double Oak, and I'm the first one to call you out on your name, Mr. Shank. All the best pours are screw tops. Thanks, Badger. Some of them are. There's some phenomenal screw tops out there. That would be a good video, just to review all the best screw top whiskeys. I think that would be fun. The game's reflecting in the little book. Yes, I set that up. Hope everybody can see. The Jets are not... They're struggling this year, man. They struggle every year, but... They're struggling this year, surprisingly. Wait, something just... When I looked at the screen like a couple of minutes ago, the Jets had just scored a touchdown. And now they've got 0, and Houston scored a touchdown. I have no idea what just happened. Oof. Cheers, Jonathan. Sipping some Eagle Rare. Nice. Can't go wrong with Eagle Rare. Mr. Shanks says he's not opposed to the Jim Beam 7. He hasn't tried the double oaked yet. Had a great experience in Angel Share. Nice. I am DMV based. Yeah, Angel Share is one of the good stores. This is I don't know if I'm being fair to this whiskey because I really haven't given it that much time to open up, but the nose is very subtle. Thank you, Joey B. Don't forget to hit the like button. I like it. Brent Freeman, my man. Redwood Empire Screaming Titan is shockingly good. And you had to go get a backup bottle. Wow. Those are expensive. That's my only hang up with the Redwood Empire Screaming Titan. The Screaming Titan and what's the other one? Their other... Is that the one with the Bigfoot on it? There's another one too. I can't remember the name right now. But I've been very curious about both of those. I might have to try one. If you say that they're that good. That you had to immediately go buy a backup. Ah, it was a fumble. Oh, now they took the Texans score off the board too. Oh, John Shanks said there was a penalty. And he spent way too much in Angel Share. Nice. Charles sipping on Middle West double cask ported pumpernickel rye. Say that 10 times fast. Oh, the Van Dusen rye. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's another one. There's a wheated recipe as well. The bottle looks like the Screaming Titan, I think, but it's like same color scheme, but just it's called something else, and it's wheated. 90 something proof. Jonathan opened his Redwood Empire Pipe Dream 2 days ago, and it was okay. Just okay. Won't be getting another. Yeah, a lot of people like the Pipe Dream. I haven't tried it in a while. The only Redwood Empire I've opened right now is the Emerald Giant. Cast strength. Rem says Safeway had the Titan for $70. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good deal. Good deal, my friend. Scott says, have you heard about the Russell's Reserve 10 laser code theory? Yes, sir. I know a guy who's found one of them. They're tough to find, the LLMEs. I would love to get one and try it. See how big of a difference there is, but Bourbon DMV, what's up, my friend? Am I doing the Green River single barrel cast strength? Not the Green River. I went to I stopped by an ABC. I picked up the Bardstown Bourbon Company rye. This one. But I did not see the Green River there. I'm gonna have to look for the Green River tomorrow. I wanted to grab both of those, but unfortunately, this was the only one I found. But I will try this one. This one had good specs too. A little bit higher proof. This is 121.2. Floor 5. Rickhouse A. And these are finished in, yeah, toasted cherry wood and oak. Nice. I'm a fan of those. Tim, I have to say this double oaked is very subtle. Like, it's got some classic bourbon notes. It's got like some caramel and some mostly caramel, maybe a bit of cherry, but very, very subtle. For the $25 that this cost, I think the like a Wild Turkey 101 will probably give you a better experience. It's not bad. It's very easy to drink. It's just not. If this is a double oak, their single oak must not have any oak. Because this is fairly light. But yeah, just okay, Tim. I'm gonna give it a review of just okay. I think Fred Minnick would probably give this an 79 or something. I don't know how he does his ratings, but that's my guess. The Foggy Burl, or Devil's Tower. The Foggy Burl is the one I'm thinking of. Thank you, Rem. Screaming Titan is the weeded. Oh, shit. Alright, so I am totally backwards. So Foggy Burl is the malt. I was thinking the Screaming Titan was the malt. I don't know why. Okay, so the Screaming Titan is the weeded. But yes, the Foggy Burl is the one I was thinking of. Thank you. Foggy Burl is the American single malt. Okay. Has anybody tried that one? I'm curious. Green River's out there now. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time today to check. I checked, I only went to one store. Wasted a bunch of time at Bowman. For no reason. No reason at all. Just, went down to Bowman, didn't get anything. Then the fun part is I got to eat lunch at a Subway inside a Walmart. That was really nice. That was worth the trip. That was worth the hour 10-minute drive by itself. That was one hell of a Subway. Because you can shop at the Walmart and then you can eat at the Subway. It's like a great experience. Very exciting. Look for the single barrel Green River. I'm going to. Yes. Thank you, Porky. Porky, are you in Virginia? I'm excited about the single barrel Green River, though. I'm very excited about it. I will pick one up tomorrow if I see it. There was a guy at Angel Share who was talking about the 10-year laser code. Yes. Oh, you thought he was talking about the 10-year Knob Creek Rye. No, it was probably the Russells. That's the only thing. The Russells are the only 10 years that I know of right now that have people hunting laser codes. Knob Creeks are good. They don't have it's not a laser code on the Knob Creeks. Those are just, they'll have a barrel date and a dump date. But Charles says both are amazing. Yeah, Redwood Empire is coming around, man. All right. Very good, Jim Beam Double Oaked. Thank you for introducing yourself to me. Alright. Now let's try this guy. I did pour a little bit of this earlier. When the trick-or-treaters were... They were coming non-stop for a while. Ooh. As Fred Minnick would say, ooh, me likey. This has a very strong nose. Hang on, guys. Tim, yes, please let me know when Bruzel reviews it. Very subtle is my conclusion. My wife is texting me. Apparently, she's having an emergency. Can I help you? Happy Halloween, Paul. Oh my God. She wants to know what kind of pizza to order. Why are you even ordering pizza? The kids like the hand-tossed one. Or the middle one. You can only get it with a medium. It's I forget. It's the pan crust. It's the middle option. Just pick one, okay? I'm sorry, guys. Just pick one. The hand tossed is fine too. Okay. Yes, pan pizza rem. I don't know. I think she's just trying to bother me. Yeah, I get the same pizza for the kids every time. They like the pan crust from Domino's. It kind of tastes like a Pizza Hut pizza. It's like a thicker, fluffier crust. And that's the one the kids like. The regular hand-tossed crust that one's fine too. But the pan crust is a little better. But for some reason, the pan crust is only available in medium. I guess the pans that they cook it in don't go up to a large. So, I don't know, man. I was under the impression the kids already ate, so I don't even know why she's ordering pizza. Very confusing. Chin chin, pepperoni and mushroom. You can't go wrong there. That's a... Sometimes I'll get ham and mushroom because I feel like it's healthier, but pepperoni and mushroom go beautifully together. Alright, let me get back to this rye here. 95.5, 6 year. That is what it is. This is very, what is that note? What is it? It's like, it's almost like a mint licorice. Smells great. Me likey. That's gonna get old real quick. Alright. Rickhouse Florent. Oh my god. This is really nice. The cherry is like really nice and bright. This is like a cherry cola. But it's like a cherry cola with licorice. Alright, so this is Rickhouse A. Floor 5. 121.2 proof. There you go. Is that blurry? Maybe it's the glasses. But yeah. Bardstown Rise, I'm a huge fan of. This is my favorite. This is one of the best ryes that I own. This West Virginia barrel collab. And they finish it in a similar way. Finished in infrared toasted cherry oak barrels. Oh my god. Tim, I had it together and now it's all falling apart. Infrared toasted. I don't even know what that means, but this thing is delicious. This one's 110 proof. I think this is older whiskey. It's not just their 6 year, but I love how they finish in those cherry barrels. It really gives it a unique flavor. Alright guys, I'm gonna lose the glasses for a minute here. I think I'm breaking my eyes. I'm probably gonna start to need glasses if I keep those on all night. Badger got one that's Rickhouse A, floor 1 and 119 proof. Okay, yeah, mine is Rickhouse A as well. I don't know that the James is thinking of returning his floor 3 118.2 proof for that one. Yeah, I'm not sure how Bardstown has their rickhouses set up. Like, I don't think the heat cycle, I don't know how much of a difference each floor makes. Because it seems like the proofs are pretty close. I mean, your floor 3 is slightly lower proof than the floor 1. And they're all within a few proof points of each other. So, I don't know how much of a difference it really makes. Hamburger, onions, and jalapenos on thin crust. That sounds good. If she orders pizza, I hope there's some left when I'm done, because everybody's making me hungry for pizza now. Domino's has burger. Yeah, they do have burger as a top. It's ground beef. Yeah, ground beef and banana peppers on pizza. I agree. That is awesome. I should give the chat a cheap bottle for us all to try next live. That's a good idea, Tim. And thank you for the super chat, by the way. Let me get some suggestions from you guys. Let's preferably pick one that I already own so I don't have to go buy another bottle. But, like, it's hard to beat Wild Turkey 101 for the price. Or, like, Old Forester 100 or Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, something like that, along those lines. But if anybody has suggestions, feel free to put them in the chat. Catch up here. Scott said, or no, Jim says, oh, the winter blend. Winter blend is pretty light, says Jim, but a good flavor. Yeah, I saw that sitting on the shelves and I was curious about it. But I was already getting the double oaked. I didn't want to get two Jim Beams that were in the same bottle. James has been surprised on how different proof Willet Rise tastes. Interesting. How different are the proofs that you're talking about, though, James? I'm curious. So if it's like a few proof points, they should be relatively similar. I mean, single barrels can be fairly different, even at the same proof, but Mr. Shank likes that Bardstown collab with the West Virginia Barrel Company. Yeah, it's amazing, dude. This is, I never would have bought it. I don't buy a lot of the Bardstown collabs just because they're so expensive. But this one was on clearance at ABC for like 75, 80 bucks. And I only bought one. I wish, in retrospect, that I bought them all. Such a delicious bottle. I was talking to Michael at DMV Spirits. This is 80 bucks is below his cost for these, which is crazy. You can get them at ABC for below cost. You're paying what the distributors pay, basically. But that deal is long gone. And they haven't done a clearance in a while. I'm hoping they'll do one this year, but we're already in the third quarter and they haven't done one. I'm sorry, that we're already in the fourth quarter and they haven't done one. So it looks like they're not going to. Jeremiah followed Bruzel's Tulsa, Oklahoma liquor store hunts. Nice. You followed him, like, you just went to the same stores that he went to, or you followed him in person? You followed Bruzel's footprints. I'm trying to get to more stores outside of Virginia and Maryland and DC. I want to see how it is in the rest of the country. I'm very curious. Very curious indeed. When we do a barrel pick, which will hopefully be before the end of the year, we're figuring out who it's going to be with right now. But if we go to whatever state we go to, probably either Kentucky or Georgia, then we can stop it everywhere on the way and see if we can get good bottles. But that'll be a nice little road trip. Oh man, I'm way behind now. Oh, these are good recommendations for the next week. Early Times is a good one. If everybody's got Early Times, We can do that. But it's true, not everybody can get early times in Virginia ABC. They have it like once in a blue moon. Very hard to come by. OGD bonded, we could do that. Or the Jim Beam 7. We could do that. Early times. I mean, yeah, the Virginia people early times is going to be tough, but if you live near me, I'm happy to give you an early time sample. A few proof points different. 108 was significantly better than the 107. Interesting. Yeah. I'm guessing it's not the proof that makes that flavor difference. It's got to be other like brick location and other stuff. Which bottle should I get? Maker's Mark Lost Recipe or Maker's Mark Chocolate Maple Oak Private Select? Chocolate Maple Oak Private Select sounds intriguing. I haven't tried either, actually, but I've heard a lot of good things about the Lost Recipe. I know a lot of people doubled up on those, bought cases even. So I wouldn't be shy buying the Lost Recipe. I hear that's really good. Porky's unicorn is Ancient H 10 star. Nah, don't. That shouldn't be anybody's unicorn. That's a great mixer if it's available, but don't go out of your way to hunt down an Ancient Age 10 star. You'll be. It's fine, but you'll be disappointed. Jeremiah went to the same stores as Bruzel. I hope he turned you on to some good spots, and I hope they gave you as good a deal as they gave him. I was thinking, instead of this Fred Minnick costume, I also thought about dressing up as Bruzel. But it's not much of a costume. And I don't have enough of a beard, really. Can't grow a decent beard. But I could try the accent. I can't do accents. How's everybody doing? What are we drinking tonight? Yeah, it's really not good. I wish I could do accents, but I really can't. It would be great if you could get a Bowman pick. I agree, that would be great. But I don't think Bowman offers picks. Like from the Rick House, I think they'll give you a single barrel. Like they'll set a barrel aside for you, but I don't think they actually let you pick it. Yeah, nail down this bottle. All right, let's nail it down, guys. Tim, do you have access to early times? Would that be in your is that one that you could get? Alright guys, the chat's going too fast for me. I apologize if I don't see all your messages. Just do the best you can. Or do what Tim does and super chat it. I'm going to say, how expensive do we want to make this bottle? We could do like a Green River Full Proof. $49.99. But if we want to keep it like under $30, I like the old granddad idea. Old Fit, nah, not Old Fit's bottom shelf. Nah, can't do that one. Let's. All right, I'm gonna give you guys three options, and you guys tell me which one you want. Let's do this quickly. Old Forester 100, Old Granddad. Let's go with Old Granddad 114 because I think it's easier for most people to find. Old Forester 100, Old Granddad 114, or Early Times Bottled and Bond. Throw it in the chat. What's your choice? Very Old Barton? Yeah. I already gave three options. I'm not giving any more. But that would be a good choice too. There's a lot, man. Man, this is good. I'll pour a splash of this one too. This is my only problem with the Bardstown, the artificial corks. Ooh, a lot of flood of Early Times followed by a flood of OGDs. 114 is easier to find for some folks. I do agree with that. One vote for Old Forester 100. Early Times. Oh man. Am I gonna have to actually count this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for OGD, I believe. And 4 for Early Times. Alright, OGD 114 it is. Next week we can all drink OGD 114 together. Maybe I'll find the 16 year by then. Although I heard it's not that exciting, but next week we're drinking Old Granddad 114. And we can all share our tasting notes. I think that's a great idea. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Next week. Almost broke into a Diddy song there. Last night. Couldn't even get an anthem. How do we feel about Diddy's music now? Oh my god. This is like pure maple syrup. Yeah, John, let's do it next week and we'll see how it goes and we'll continue it from there. If it goes well. If it's a disaster and a dumpster fire, then we probably won't want to continue it. But I think it'll be fun. I really do. So everybody grab an Old Granddad 114 at your local liquor store, unless you have one open already. Man. That's nice. This West Virginia barrel collab. It's a lot it doesn't have that note, that licorice note that I was getting on the regular Bardstown rye. It's got the same cherry sweetness, but it doesn't have that like minty licorice note. So this one's really unique and really good. Both of these are. What's going on here? Guys, please do me a favor and let me know if I'm still streaming. I feel like YouTube is struggling right now. And then I have a fun activity planned for right now. Thank you, Rem. Thank you, Tom. Alright, guys, this is what we're going to do. Somebody sent me a video earlier today or yesterday. Okay, I froze, but I'm back. Getting all your messages now. Thank you. My phone said I got no, my oh. Tom, thank you. I appreciate your email, Tom. I'm gonna have to read it after the stream. I hope your email didn't crash my stream. But thank you. All right. Somebody sent me a clip earlier from the from Stuff and Whiskey, blinding Russell's 15 and Bardstown Discovery 12, and the Discovery 12 actually won. So that just blew my mind. I figured it was going to be incredibly obvious which one is which. And I figured the Russell's 15 would come out on top. But we're going to recreate that blind and see if they're close or if Discovery 12 is better. I find that hard to believe, but we'll see. That's blocking Wi-Fi. Tim, I bought one of the Ascots that doesn't block the Wi-Fi. I'm always careful that all of the neckwear that I purchase, I make sure it's not going to interfere with the Wi-Fi. You think I'm an amateur? We don't play here, guys. We don't play. I need the glasses for this one. Alright, I already labeled these. Discovery 12, Russell's 15. Okay, there we go. Let's pour these guys. Alright. Audio's delayed. Anybody else? Audio delayed? Oh man. I poured too much of that one. Better now. Okay. I hope so, because there's absolutely nothing I could do about it if it was delayed. I'm working on a new live stream system, but it's gonna... I gotta set some time aside to figure it out. Just tell Adams to stop dropping passes. Well, if he caught everything, then they wouldn't have traded him. That's not true. The Raiders are just a bad team, but the Jets are a bad team too. It's sad that they're 2-5, 2-6 now. 2-6, and now they're stuck playing Houston. They have no chance in this game. All right, let me mix these guys up. Porky's on 2 devices for the views. Why isn't everybody doing that? Come on, guys. Everybody's got 2 devices. Thank you, Porky. the Minute glasses here. I could use the Minute nose and palette. Oh my god. Glass 1, we'll call this glass 1. It smells straight up amazing. Glass 2 smells very good too. Can't see. What do you need? What, a whiskey? Really? Oh. Can you just grab? Here, give me this one. Take that. And take this. You're welcome. This is how oblivious I am about what's going on in my own house. My wife invited people over. They're upstairs, and she's serving them my whiskey. She came down to tell me she needs a whiskey to serve to one of her guests. So I gave him a Green River Weeded. I thought that was fair. Alright. Back to this Russell's 15 Discovery 12 blind. Oh my god. I mean, they both smell good, but I feel like this is clearly the Russell's 15. Maybe the Discovery 12 needs more air. I don't know. Alright, let me try this one first, I guess. Let me give them another minute to open up. Maybe they just need time. Are we streaming in multi-vision? No, we're not. But that would be cool. Oh, man. Green River is killing it. They're doing awesome, man. If they, if they did like a weeded foolproof, I feel like that would be pretty cool. Because a lot of people like their weeded. Oh, and they're opening on Whiskey Row. I didn't know that. Charles, Porky needs help. How do you do that here? I don't honestly know how to DM people on YouTube either. But you guys figure it out. Alright. I mean, they're starting to get a little more similar. I'm going to change the order because I feel like this is clearly the Russell's 15. This is just the best thing I've ever smelled in my life. And this one just smells really good. I feel like there's really no mistaking these two. But you know what? I'm going to switch them back. We'll let this continue to open up. Maybe it'll smell even better when I'm done trying this one. Man. It is just awesome. Every time I have Russell 15, it's just such an awesome experience. The finish is like amazing. It's not even the palette that's unbelievable. The palette is very good. But the nose and the finish are just crazy. If I ever find a whiskey that is similar to Russell's 15 but has that extra burst in the palate as well, that's got to be like the best whiskey on the planet. I feel like Russell's 15 is very close to being the best whiskey on the planet, but it's not quite there. The palate to me is like a Russell's 13, but the nose and the finish are like taken up to 11. Like crazy, crazy good. We'll try another sip. Me likey. That's my Fred Minnick impression. Yeah. Absolutely delicious. Assuming it's the Russell. Maybe it's the Discovery 12. Who the hell knows? I will die of shock, but maybe it's the Discovery 12. Good stuff at 106 proof. Hope it gets to you soon or someone near. What are we talking about? Oh, the Origin Series Black Label. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It is good. I have it. Where is it? Well, the Black Label... So the Black Label is their wheated. And then the White Label is their high wheat. The Black Label is 100 proof. That's a bonded wheated bourbon. And then the white, or not the white is like 96 proof rye. But it's like a cream colored label. That's the high wheat. That's 106 proof. Porky, either join the Discord or the Patreon. That's a good point, Porky. You can join either one of those for free. You have the option to move into a paid tier on the Patreon. It's only $3. If you want to support the channel, go for it. But you can join either one of those for free if you want. And then you guys can message each other. Seeing that both Russell's Reserve Private Barrel and Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit single barrels are hitting Nova. Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of those a while back, and we've been getting kind of a second wave. But what is my preference, with the caveat that single barrels always have variation? My preference between those two, I would say, is the Russell's Reserve Private Barrels. Those are all great. The Kentucky Spirits are great too, but for the extra, what is it? It's like an extra 20 or 30 bucks. You get more proof points, and I don't know, just the Russell single barrels that I've tried, I've liked a lot better than the Kentucky Spirits that I've tried. And I'm talking about like Russell's single barrels from, it doesn't even matter what the rickhouses. The Tyrone rickhouses are really good. The Camp Nelson rickhouses are also, they're different, but they're both really good. Both really good. Oh, Porky's on Patreon. Go, Porky. My man. Then, yeah, you guys figure it out. Oh, sand and gold, Jaren says, for the high wheat. It's a sand and gold label. Oh, that sounds pretentious. Just to call a color sand and gold sounds pretentious to me. And if there's anything I'm not, it's pretentious. It's not like I wear ascots and glasses that I don't need. Alright, let's try this glass number 2 here. All right, this is excellent. It's delicious whiskey, but this cannot hold a candle to this. I don't know which is which, but I know this is 10 times better than this. It's not, that's not fair. It's not 10 times better than this. It's twice as good. Hey, John just joined the Discord. Way to go. We've got a great community on Discord. Everybody in there is awesome. It's super helpful if you live in Virginia. You can follow the ABC drops. But if you just want to talk whiskey with people, you can do that too. Jaren, where's the ascot now, Joe? Oh, don't you dare say that to me, Jaren. You can come pry this ascot off my dead neck. That's the only way you're going to wear the ascot, my friend. Paul bought a Kentucky Spirit Camp Nelson F, and he's not impressed. It's not any better than a 101. I mean, they're all single barrels. Every rickhouse is going to have bad barrels. I have a Camp Nelson A, which is not that good. But all I know is that the best single barrels I've ever had were Camp Nelson F. Although not Kentucky Spirit. It was the Russell's. Like the Russell's Reserve single barrel, Camp Nelson F is the best of the Russell single barrels that I've tried. I haven't tried every rickhouse, so I really can't say. But that Camp Nelson F is amazing. Amazingly good. The Russells, not the Kentucky Spirit. Porky joined the first level. I don't know if I think there's only one level. Well, there's two. There's a free one and a paid one. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to join is fine. I'm getting ready to open a $2,000 a month tier. If you join the $2,000 a month tier, then I will come live in your house 3 days a week. And I bring my own food, so you don't have to feed me. You just have to give me a place to sleep. And yeah, I live in your house, and I go look for whiskey during the day. You're welcome to come with me if you want. No obligation, but yeah. And then in the evening we have dinner as a family. And yeah, that's about it. That's $2,000 a month. If anybody's interested. That'll be dropping the end of the week, I think. John's in Yorktown but grew up in Southern Maryland and spent many years in Baltimore, D.C. Nice. Baltimore is Baltimore's a hike for me. DC is close. Southern Maryland is really, I'm always confused by what's considered Southern Maryland, because Maryland goes south a ways. Like, is Salisbury, is that Southern Maryland, or is it, I don't know. But that Delmarva Peninsula, all the way down to the Virginia border, it gets pretty far south. Tony says I'll have to learn how it's done in Texas. I'm not sure what you mean, Tony. I have to learn how what is done in Texas. Russell's Reserve 15 or Four Roses LE, asked Anthony. Man. Honestly, I haven't tried the Four Roses LE. I haven't tried this year's. I tried last year's was amazing, I thought. But I didn't get a bottle. I only had a pour at a bar. Thought it was excellent. I don't know, man. I can't answer that. It's hard to imagine. It's hard for me to imagine that the Four Roses is better. I'm sure they're comparable, but they've got to be pretty close. Oh, if I if I go to Texas, yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, for $2,000 a month, 3 days a week, that does make it harder. I'm gonna have to ask you to include my airfare if I'm gonna be going to and from Texas every week. But I'm happy to learn how you guys do it in other states. This is the whole whiskey distribution process. I find very interesting because every state is different. It's very interesting. And Texas, I hear you guys have a lot of Weller down there, or at least a lot of Special Reserve. All right, this is really good. Really, really good. This is on another level. Alright, guys, I'm going to show you the bottom of this glass. If this does not say RR15, I'm going to take my ascot off and I'm never going to make another video. What does that say? Thank you. Alright. I really like Josh and Aaron at Stuff and Whiskey. I think they make cool videos. Very nice looking couple. I think they're very sweet. But I don't see how anybody could get these two mixed up. I really don't. Like, these are totally different experiences. I will say that this Discovery 12, it's got like 14-year-old wild turkey in it. And I feel like you can smell that. Like, this feels like a blend. Like if somebody took Russell's 15 and blended it with some other whiskeys that were good but not quite as good, I feel like it would smell like this. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to comprehend. But delicious whiskey. Delicious whiskey. Oh, Porky's in Texas too. Hell yeah, dude. Palates are subjective. I really am channeling Fred Minnick. That is true. Palates are absolutely subjective. Whatever you try, I mean, each whiskey's gonna taste different to each person. But not being able to tell these apart is just what's crazy to me. Like, there's such a clear difference. I don't know. And maybe, sometimes you have a cold or your palate is off or your nose is off or whatever. So it happens. It's not super weird, but I don't know. That's like To me, it's like putting your hand on a burner of the stove. Like somebody asks you to put your hand on two different burners of the stove, and you have to tell them which one is on. It seems like pretty easy. Yeah, this one's hot. That one's not. I don't know. Stuff and Whiskey's palate has been suspect the last couple weeks. They've had some unusual picks for a better bottle. Interesting. Maybe they got COVID. Very possible. I don't know. I will say there's a lot of. Sometimes when I do blinds live, I feel like there's a lot of pressure. But in this particular case, this is like super easy to tell them apart. I don't know, man. Oh, snap. Was that a one-handed touchdown catch? Let's rewind. Rewind. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. And the extra point went off the upright. Jets score indeed. Once we're this many drinks in, then we take time to rewind the football game. That's just how it is. I apologize if that's a problem for anybody. DeMeco Ryans never looks happy. He is always upset. Here we go. Okay, it was a 2nd and 12. That was an amazing catch. Wow. Rodgers took a hit there, too. You thought I said I was a Jets fan, John? Come on, man. Did I say that? I can't imagine I said anything like that. I was talking about the Jets earlier. All right, that was an incredible... Not only was that an incredible catch, that was an incredible defensive play. Like, there's no way he should have caught that ball. Wow. And then the extra point hits the upright and bounces in. Feels like they got momentum. The Jets had 2 kickers in the preseason, and the one that they cut is now on my team, the Commanders. I hate calling them the Commanders, but they're my team. I live in Washington, dude. I live 10 minutes from Washington. What do you expect? But I do sympathize with Jets fans because my team has sucked for 25 plus years. Ah, you're a Ravens fan. Ravens are super fun to watch. They're a great... I don't know what happened in the Cleveland game, but the Ravens, like the 3 weeks up to the Cleveland game, have looked unstoppable, including against my team. Bandwagon Tim, hell yeah. No, so obviously I needed, like, for the past 15 years or whatever, I've needed a second team to root for because my team never makes the playoffs. So I would just root for Tom Brady pretty much every year in the playoffs because I wanted to root for a team that wins. So I would become a Patriots fan at the end of the football season. And then I rooted for him when he was with the Bucks too. But if Brady was not in the playoffs, then the Ravens would kind of be like my third team. So it'd be like Redskins, Brady's team, Patriots, or Bucks, and then Ravens. "26-year season ticket holder. Good for you, Scott. Have the Ravens even been around for 26 years? I remember when they moved to Baltimore. That was what, like, were you a season ticket holder the first season? I feel like it was around 26 years ago that they moved to Baltimore. You're not sure about, you're nervous about Denver? Come on, man. I think you guys are going to destroy Denver. What is that? That's like a 9-point spread on that game, I think. I think there's no way that the Ravens don't cover that game. They are absolutely going to beat the pants off of Denver. Yeah, they were the Browns. Yeah. The Browns moved to Baltimore. Well, the original Baltimore Colts moved to Houston, I believe. The Baltimore Colts became the Houston Oilers. And I don't know, man. Whatever. Wow. Losing a third of our audience talking about football. Come on, people. John's been a Ravens fan since the first year. Okay. Went to most of the games at Memorial Stadium the first 2 years. Nice. So that was the first couple of years. Well, not the first couple of years. So in Washington, we had no baseball team until 2004 or 2005. So I grew up like a huge Orioles fan, and we always used to drive up to Baltimore for baseball games. So I remember when they built the Ravens Stadium right next to Camden Yards. And I used to love going to baseball games in Baltimore. Such a cool city. And that was in the 90s. It has since gotten a little sketchy, but harbor area is always super cool. And a lot of nice people who ask you for quarters when you walk down the street. But no, Baltimore's awesome. I love it out there. Camden Yards, one of the best baseball stadiums in the MLB. Nats Park is fine, but there's nothing like super memorable about it. Camden Yards is very, very cool. With the warehouse in the background. And I don't know. Just an awesome place to watch a game. Became the Tennessee Titans. Yes, the Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Titans. That's correct. Now you have the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts, both of which are unrelated to too complicated for me to think through right now. Mr. Schenk loves the Orioles. Oh, Scott didn't drive to Memorial Stadium. He waited till the new one opened. Okay. In 1996 was the first year. New stadium in 1998. That sounds right. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. John Schenk was up there Monday for a Duran Duran concert. Nice. Duran Duran still performs? That blows my mind. Nats Park kind of blows. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, there's nothing special about it either. It's not a memorable stadium. Hellcat, what's up, dude? You eat and drinks too much at Camden Yards. Dude, let me get back to that. Hang on, I want to address Tim Lewis's super chat real quick. OGD 114, be there or wear an ascot. I will be there, and I will have an ascot ready in case I need to wear one. But thank you, Tim. Tim, who always supports the channel no matter what. You guys could learn something from Tim. You guys could learn a thing or two. Just kidding. But you could, seriously. Alright, so Hellcat saying he eats or drinks too much at Camden Yards. Dude, I was like a kid. I was 8 years old when I would go watch baseball games at Camden Yards. And they would have these Italian sausages with the peppers and onions, like on a bun. That is the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. The Camden Yards Italian sausage with the peppers and onions is the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my life. But I feel like they've gotten worse over the years. Because I've gone back, I don't go much anymore, but I've gone back to Camden Yards a few times. And the sausages I feel like have gotten worse. But that was literally like the best thing I've ever had in my entire life. Group meetup at Nats Park in the spring to catch a ball game. Yeah, we could do that, Jaron. Maybe. That's not a bad idea, actually. I kind of like that. Maybe we could get a group discount. Have I been to Sagamore? Actually, no, Paul. I love Sagamore. I don't do. I drink a lot of Sagamore. I'm a fan of everything that they make, more or less. But I haven't been there. Duran is still out there. Hell yeah, guys. The current bomb ballpark. It's Petco, but Camden is great. Wait. Hang on, Badger. Where is Petco? The bomb ballpark is Petco? You're going to have to explain that to me. Oh my god. Every time I smell the Russells, it just blows me away. This is all I have left of this bottle. It's about half gone. Petco's great in South Dakota. San Diego. Petco is the... Oh, San Diego, okay. Petco, that's what they call it? I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I feel like I should have known that. But I didn't. Crab cakes are the bomb. Yes, sir. Charles is on point there. Man. Every time he goes to Baltimore, Sagamore's closed. Yeah, Sagamore is... I hear they have a boat ride as well. Which sounds really cool. You can get... I think it's like $40 and they cover like a handful of your drinks too. I don't know. The boat ride sounded like fun to me. A boat ride on the Baltimore waterfront is going to be expensive anyway. And if your ticket includes drinks, that seems like a great deal. The what's it called? The aquarium's really cool too. We could go watch some dolphins. And then head out on a boat and drink some Sagamore. Wrigley's kind of fabulous. Yeah. a lot of history at Wrigley. I don't know if I feel like it's not going to be super comfortable to watch a game there. Like, right? That stadium's like 150 years old. I guess they upgraded the seats, but I don't know. Paul's going to see Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden still performing? Jesus, guys. You guys are all going to see Duran Duran and Iron Maiden, and I had no idea. I had no idea these bands are still performing. Oh, dude, that looked like... Ah, that was a replay. Never mind. Why is it... I'm behind, guys. I'm behind. I think I'm behind. I have no idea. Hellcat bought an aquarium membership because of his son. You can stay 1 hour after the regular closing time with the membership. That's kind of cool. That might line up better with the Sagamore hours. Nat seats are ridiculous unless you're in the expensive seats. Yeah. I don't know. You used to be able to get pretty good seats for a Nats game for a reasonable price. Like in the low hundreds, maybe. You could get some pretty good tickets. There were the problem with the Nats is that they suck, right? That's been the problem with the Nats for the last 5 years. Since they won the World Series, they've been absolutely terrible. I don't know. John Shank, have we gone off the bourbon rails? I feel like we have. I'm losing it, man. I hardly ate anything, and I've had a lot of drinks. And I feel like I should probably stop this live stream before I really do something stupid. I admit, guys, I'm struggling a bit right now. I need to go... need to go eat something. Paul first saw them in 1980 when he was 15. Oh my goodness. You're talking about Iron Maiden? Dude. So Iron Maiden, yeah, they've got to be older than you. John's okay with it. Nancy's band first and third base are under $80. That now they're under $80 because the Nats are bad. I would Jaren, I'm with you, dude. I would go more often too if they were good. I really would. I love going to baseball games. Parking is always... parking is the reason I don't go to anything. Like, if parking was never an issue, I would be out of my house every night. But I don't want to park anywhere. So I don't do a lot of stuff for that reason. Alright, guys. I gotta go eat something. I'm dying here. Does anybody have any last minute requests? Next week we're gonna do the Old Grandad 114 group tasting. We're gonna taste some Old Grandad together. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Dickel Rye is good. Dickel Rye is MGP, dude. Dickel Rye is Bullet Rye. Same thing. Hellcat noticed parking in front of ABC were crowded lately. It depends what time you go in, I guess. But yeah, it does get pretty crazy. Sausage and peppers for me. Good memory, Tony. I'm glad somebody was paying attention. Alright, guys. Here. I'm gonna try and do my best Fred Minnick impression. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Fred Minnick signing off.